Hi, I'm Andri, CEO and co-founder of DycodeX. We are a tech company with a big vision to solve big problems with technology. Today, we are solving real problems by adopting and combining the key technology in Industry 4.0, which are Internet of Things and artificial intelligence, especially embedded machine learning. We believe that converging AI and IoT, hence AIoT, will enable more use cases, deliver more values, and more opportunities. We are one of the pioneers and unique players in IoT and embedded machine learning in Indonesia with global coverage and continue to be the leader for the last 6 years. But bringing IoT and AI powered solution to life is very challenging. Our mission is all about simplifying that. By developing and delivering real world products and solutions across technology horizontals and multiple industry verticals. We also help other organizations from the startups to enterprises to adopt IoT and AI into their products and business processes by providing custom hardware design, tailor-made platform and applications. All solutions are 100% designed, developed and assembled by us in-house in Indonesia from the hardware, firmware, all the way to the platform and application, end to end. Our real-world solution spans various industry verticals. For example, in asset tracking, we have DycodeX that enables abundance of use cases such as fleet management, personal tracking, and recently for vaccine cold chain tracking for COVID-19 vaccine distribution. One of DycodeX use cases for bike fleet management was already acknowledged by President of Indonesia, Mr. Joko Widodo. In agriculture, we deploy smart ternak in the spirit of improving farmers' life by providing platform and devices to assist farm management, especially in cattle farming. Smart ternak is essentially a platform that features cattle wearable device and sensors in the farm. Also, the platform and application all to assist the farmers to increase the yield and reduce potential loss. So this is the cattle wearable device, an Apple Watch for cattle, if you will. It's packed with 15 sensors and actuators. The brain is ultra low power microcontroller with on-device artificial intelligence. It's connected to the internet over industry standard long-range low-power connectivity, either using LoRa or NB-IoT technology, all wrapped in IP67 enclosure. Again, this industrial design and electronics board are designed and assembled 100% in-house, all to ensure the seamless integration with the software all the way to the cloud. On-device or embedded AI will enable activity friction like this feeding activity without the need to transmit raw sensor data to the cloud, as the AI inference runs right on the device. By that, we can present activity inside to the farmer. We think it will be very useful to reduce costs and potential loss. By the way, I'll be discussing more detail about Smart ternak right after this talk. Smart ternak is a sole partner of Government of West Java Province for implementing technology-based livestock management, which is manifested by implementing smart ternaks in government livestock breeding facility in Cianjur City of West Java Province. During this COVID-19 pandemic, we are contributing a solution for screening and tracing to help combat the virus spreading. We call it HitRex, which features embedded AI-powered contactless thermal screening, face recognition for attendance system and access control, and face mask detection by leveraging on-device AI, and also integration with QR code access control, and many more. HitRex differentiates against the competition by allowing flexible customization for both hardware and the platform, and deep integration with the third-party or existing system, all with affordable pricing That's why Hitrex has been trusted by more than 30 mid to large organizations for more than 100 deployments, from government, startups, state-owned and private corporations, to educational institutions. Not only focusing on commercialization, DycodeX is highly committed and deeply involved in nurturing IoT ecosystem in Indonesia. We help government to regulate IoT playing field, especially during the field testing and the drafting of low-power wide area network technical specification regulation. I myself is quite influential in Indonesia's IoT ecosystem and has been working closely with government, as I am currently entrusted as Vice Chairman of Indonesia IoT Association, or ASIOT. Since the beginning, we also reach out to the community in the spirit of encouraging the young makers and more players into IoT field. To make it real, we have developing IoT prototyping platform from the hardware, because hardware is hard, to the software that enable easy onboarding into IoT, either for non-techie to professional maker. This Expectro 32 is an IoT development board like, popular Arduino Uno, but 200 times more powerful. DycodeX is the first third-party company in Indonesia working on the real NB-IoT end device to the field to help kickstarting NB-IoT adoption. We have been working with the top 3 telco operators in Indonesia to make NB-IoT real, and also designing the first ever NB-IoT end device in the country. Behind great company, there's a great team. DycodeX key person have 4 to 23 years of experience in hardware and software engineering, artificial intelligence, also project and product development. Our solutions and expertise have been recognized and awarded in national and international level. But more importantly, our solution has been entrusted and delivering values to more than 50 organizations around the globe. All of our achievements are impossible without the support and the collaboration with local and global partners for research and development, also go to market. So, if you are interested in bringing values to your products and business that enabled by combining IoT and AI, we are here for you. Drop us an email to hi@dycodex.com. Keep in touch. Alexa, switch off ring light.
Okay.
Thank you. Okay, I'm here for talking about this, that in just 11 years, there will be 8.5 billion people in this planet, right? Unless we are not drinking milk or becoming vegetarian, probably, we have to feed the world by producing 1.2 billion tons of milk and 400 million tons of meat from 1.8 billion cattle. There's huge demand and pressure at the same time. And cattle sector is affecting 1.3 billion people worldwide. And our president, in 2016, we are aiming to be beef sufficient in 10 years. But we have challenge. Our supply is still 60% out of demand. And despite having existed for 10,000 years, cattle farming still has problems, simple problems. Do you know that if cattle stop feeding for 3 days, just 3 days, they die? And then how the farmer track it, right? Herd counting, from when a herd of cow moving from grazing areas, they often lost count and then found days later already demise. And a caretaker has to visit hundreds of cows every day just to check whether they're still moving or not. It's ridiculous. So I think we can solve the problem with technology. That's why we need a precision livestock farming. to be able to run the farm driven by data. So I'm probably introduce you to SmartNAC, IoT and AI-powered intelligent cattle farm assistant platform. The way it works is that we have cattle wearable device. I bring along this, something like this, a pocket-sized device you put around cattle necks. And then the device will sense, will track location, movement, body and environmental parameters. And also there's also smart camera and sensors in the farm that predict the cattle behavior and also the comfort level of the cattle. Those data can be transmitted to the SmartNAC cloud via NB-IoT. And then, a farm manager can just manage and monitor the farm anywhere in the world through the apps, mobile and web apps. And this is a cattle wearable device. You can say this is a Fitbit or Apple Watch for cattle. This is the internals. We exercise on-device machine learning. We also design and assemble in-house, 100% by Indonesia. And there are a pack of sensors and actuators there. So the idea is that how we can help farmer to monitor cattle well-being and whereabouts, so they can run the farm better, right? And then there's also AI, both on device and also in the cloud, to be able to provide the prediction, insight, and recommendation. And we exercise on-device AI for predicting behavior, for estimating weight, and other prediction. By doing that, we don't have to we don't have to transmit the raw data to the cloud, because prediction happens right on the device. By that, we can leverage low power, low data rate connectivity, such as NB-IoT, right? Just a bit of demo, right? Here's how it works. As you can see, the sensor is able to pick up the cattle being standing right now, and then it currently being lying down, sitting, and then when it's going up, standing, the apps also able to pick it up. And we currently also developing on-farm smart camera. The idea is to predict behavior for the group of cattle, 5 to 10 cows, and also for counting herd. So as you can see, when cows pass through the virtual gates, it will count. So you don't need human there. Just imagine to count thousands of cows, right? And this is how we can predict the cattle activity through the machine vision powered by AI. You can see, we can see that it's currently being eating, feeding them. And of course, cattle location tracking. We can benefit not only just to know where the cattle is, but for example, virtual fencing, you can reduce the use of physical fence, right? So whether you want to track cattle's whereabouts, counting herds, in order to reduce the loss by up to 20%, or you can focus on cattle's health to increase the yield by up to 30%. You can, SmartNAC have it all. SmartNAC's already in the real world. We work with Axiata Indonesia, XL Axiata, to deploy SmartNAC in Majalengka, West Java. This is one of the first field trial for NB-IoT. And also we work with Ministry of ICT to deploy SmartNAC in cattle breeding center in West Sumatra, powered by Ministry of Agriculture, of course. So customers love it. Pak Rahmat, for example, Pak Rahmat, he said that he can sleep well now, that knowing that he can reduce the significantly the potential potential death of cattle because of not feeding well, right? So he can sleep better now. We covered by local TV, Metro TV. All right, so the way we monetize the solution is that we sell the device and also subscription. And also we're offering what we call it, a pay-as-you-go, which basically leasing or renting the system. And holy cows, 16 million cows. 60 million cows in Indonesia alone, right? So we plan to grab just 1% within 5 years. That's $20 million in the value. And currently we are thankfully working with West Java government for the what we call it digital village initiative, Desa Digital, which one of the focus is livestock, right? And we are super thankful that we are currently the only startups chosen to tackle the livestock for the initiative. And this is the stakeholders for the initiatives. So in the future, well, we want Smart Ternak to be at every farmers, at the hand of every farmers. By doing farming driven by data, we hope that we can answer simple question. Can we feed the nation? Right? Simple question. Right? So that's Smart Ternak, Apple Watch for cattle. We invite you to do a field trial with us. We know that before real-world implementation, sometimes you need to try the solution out. Let's discuss. We are the only one selected to represent Indonesia for the first Google Demo Day Asia in Shanghai. And if you think that my presentation is kind of like pitch for investment, right? Because we are currently in fundraising for Series A. So let's discuss. So join us to solve the real problem. To improve cattle farming and farmer prosper. And maybe we feed the world along the way, right? Thank you very much.